stop this money marathon, but they.
You on record mode already?
Not on here, but the camera wasn't. I could edit that out. So I'm getting ready. Yep. What's up? You know what it is. And we're now tuning in to If It's In My Cup, It's In My Cup. You hear your boy Swole sitting here to my right, and this is my bro. Introduce yourself.
Poppin'. You already know. In the building for the Red Cup session. You know, that's how we do it. Red Cups.
Yeah, y'all ain't never got them back to back like this, huh? So, hey, there gotta be something special to the Red Cup mob out there. I mean, Red Cup Nation, my bad. Players messed up, but we about to sit here and just, you know, have a little conversation. So, hope y'all like it. Tune in, y'all know what it is. Get y'all Red Cups up and enjoy. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Man, chill.
Yeah, you know, I tuned into your, dedication to the nip, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know, I had to do it. I had to do it.
Yeah. So, you know, that's real. You know, Nip is respected in the area. You know, he put his stamp down as far as, you know, being real, coming back to the community, you know, and just leveling up, really. That was really like Nip thing, like leveling up. And he was doing that, you know what I mean? Shouts out to his fam and all his loved ones, you know. It was bad to see him go like that, but, you know, like I was talking to my boy, I was just saying, like, it's not surprising, but it was, you know what I mean, it was unexpected, you know. And it's just, you know what I mean, it's just sad to see somebody that was doing what he was doing and taken out like that. That's the whole thing about it, just what he was doing and somebody take him out like that, it's like, you know what I mean? This, you know what I mean? You can't even explain it.
Yeah, y'all said it was still shocking. Like I said, just getting the information coming through. You know how social network is, yeah. and it coming through there. Like social network, they killed somebody every week. So, like, and then when them talking about Nipsey getting shot and stuff, that's why I said, like, you ain't believe it. Like when they told me, I was like, what? Nah, like nobody ain't shooting Nipsey. Like. That's crazy, but then like I said, stuff just kept coming in.
Yeah.
And then like soon as we heard he was shot, and they was talking about he dead. Then we like, what? Yeah. And then just flip right to the news, and they right there in front of the marathon store. And you're like, what? I said, oh, that shit.
Yeah, when I got wind, you know, I was in traffic, and I was, you know what I mean, running laps and getting it in, and I was like, you know, the only thing, I was just like, nah, I know it wasn't like no enemy gang type violence thing, because if that was the case, they would have been got him.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I heard it, I knew it had to be something close, like it had to be something in. You know what I'm saying? It was an inside thing. What I mean by inside thing, like it had to be somebody close. It had to be somebody within. You know what I mean? The ramifications of his environment, his neighborhood. You know, and you know that's what it come out to be. You know.
Yeah, because then people who have probably never been up there, they don't know, like, that intersection and stuff where it's constantly traffic. Like, that's a busy, it wasn't even for somebody to come up there and do it broad daylight. Like, no enemies would come up there in no broad daylight.
And it's a lot of construction going on over there because they got that
underground. That train. Yeah.
So you can't maneuver around there like that. So that's what I'm saying. For it to be something like that, I knew, I was like, oh yeah, somebody had to, it was the inside. And, you know, come to find out somebody that was from this same hood and, you know, whatever, we really don't know the full detail. We only know what people that we know in the streets or people we know that's from that area, people that know Nick and people that know that situation, knowing from the inside, saying like, yeah, this is what it was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, but, you know, it's, you know what I mean?
Yes, and the last time I get to touch on the conspiracy theories, I ain't really want to talk about that too much, but now after what was it? It wasn't an arraignment. What was that? When he got that, what they call that? That's deposition or whatever. Like,
Oh, I don't even know. I really don't know. I only thing I heard was that they got the dude in custody or whatever. I heard that he tried to go check himself into mental hospital. So I mean that's kind of how I feel too.
but you already know what they trying to plead. They trying to plead insanity. So, but like the conspiracy theory popped back up because everybody say that bro known he don't got no money and all that stuff, but they leaning at his lawyer. So they like, yeah, like how can he afford this lawyer?
Well, I don't think he can afford the lawyer, but I think it's more so on the lawyer's end, like looking at the situation, like it's a lot of money to be made. You know what I'm saying, in this type of situation, regardless of him being, if he get, you know what I'm saying, convicted of it or not. It's a lot of money that could be made, you know what I mean, when you're dealing with somebody that killed somebody on the magnitude that Nip was moving on, you hear a lot about like all these different, serial killers and stuff like that. And then they, they make all this type of money making movies and giving their story and stuff like that. So I think the lawyers that's stepping in on that end is more so, me personally, I think it has something to do with that. And then also, like you're saying, it could be a backside story too. We don't know, But I think more so that's the more aim on it. Like they, they know it's money to be made, so they gonna step in, they gonna lawyer him, they gonna be his lawyer, regardless how it go. You know what I mean? It's money to be made in within the story and the whole thing when it comes to Nip. So I think, me personally, that's what I think. Why he was able to get those big lawyers like that, because they looking at the situation. It's business. And them being lawyers is business. That's what I think.
Yeah, but I was looking at it like too, cause like if it be televised, I could see that, but the lawyer, he trying to say he don't want no cameras in the courtroom, so he trying to fight to stop the camera. So that making me look at it different now too. Like it's not just it's money to be made and stuff. Because if it's that, they want the cameras and all that to be in there.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if, like I said, we don't know. I don't know. It could be deeper than that, So that's what I'm saying. Like, just from my perspective, me being a person that followed Nip music and, respecting the type of music he was putting out, respecting, his concepts and his music, and just the mind state that, his music put you in on the grind, you know what I'm saying? And I think that was the main thing about LA. Like, everybody can relate to that. Everybody can relate to trying to make something out of nothing, building something, and, what I'm saying, taking it to another level. And I think that's why he touched, everybody. I think it also has something to do with, like, I was talking to somebody, I think it has something to do with, like, the zeitgeist as well. And what I mean by the zeitgeist is that's just mean like the spirit of the time. And I think like Nipsey personified the spirit of the time when it comes to entrepreneurship and business and stuff like that. That's like kind of like what
and
this
change. That's his main thing was change.
Yeah, I think that's what this era really about. Like when you look at the rap industry, like, a lot of rappers, young rappers, they came in and they, with this YouTube and this internet, they came in and put their own stamp down. They really didn't have a lot of deals, you know what I'm saying? They was making money. They created their fan base on their own. And like the industry wasn't able to tap into that really. And, that was like this era, before, when you come to the rap game, everybody was just trying to get a deal. When you look at the older rappers, that's why I think it's a lot of older rappers that's kind of sobby, because they like, look at these young cats making all this money,
Yeah, they couldn't get it like that.
And like, yeah, we better rappers than them, you know what I mean? We spit, you know what I mean? We got bars, you know what I mean? Content and all that. But they wasn't making the money because of the deals that they had, the contracts and stuff, and you know what I mean, being used by the industry, for lack of a better word. You know, now they looking at this generation where everybody, you know what I mean, doing their own thing, making their money, and it's like, dang. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Nip really personified that, you know, and pushed it, took it to the next level. And that was the whole thing about it. Like, everybody had to respect it, and let alone his music was good. You know, yeah, he was, you know, when he first came out, yeah, he was pressing hard. And that's why I was saying, like, if it was gonna be like some enemy type taking him out, that would have happened earlier.
A long time ago.
Yeah, that would happen earlier in his career, because his rap music earlier, you know what I mean, you heard way more gang affiliation in his music earlier. Now it's more so about, you know what I mean, he was still pushing his line.
He still rap, and like they say, he still banged it, but
it was just more content. It was more content in his music, and that's what everybody really resonated with. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you're saying, just seeing like a person that's really from the area, you know what I mean, really connected, and you know what I'm saying, doing what he did, you know, and made his moves the way he made his moves, and took it to the next level. And that's what I'm saying. Like, his music really personified the spirit of the time, because he was all about, it was, you know what I mean, talking entrepreneur, you know what I mean, getting into the next level, you know, making money. And that's, you know, everybody about that, you know what I mean. You got like you're saying, like, everybody out here hustling and doing their own little things on the side beside their job, and try to build their own thing. And that's really what he talked on and pushed on. And then also, you know what I mean, this, when it comes to culture, as far as, for lack of a better term, African Americans, blacks, you know what I'm saying? Right now is the time where our culture, our people is trying to pull together and build our own nation. And that was really what the move was with Nip, I look at, because, you know what I mean, going back to the community, buying in the community, not going outside, not trying to take your money somewhere else.
Yeah, black-owned, dude, own black-owned business.
Black-owned businesses in his own community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was all that was engulfed in what he was doing. And like a lot of people say, like, yeah, like, he was like the blueprint of that, because, like you saying, it wasn't really no rappers before that you can really look at and say that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Master P, his movement was something similar to that, because he went back and pulled all his people into it and made the money, and, you know what I mean, was putting out his people. You know, that was predicated to the deal that he made, because he just knew just to put music out. You know what I mean, the deal that he made was just, you know what I mean, it was unheard of at that time, and definitely unheard of, period. But, like, that's what I'm saying, like, with Nip, he really came back to the hood and really invested into the hood, versus, you know what I'm saying, taking his money and investing, but, you know what I mean, investing into things outside. He was building within the community, and like you said, jobs, you know what I'm saying, pulling people out of the street life and giving them somewhere where they can, you know what I'm saying, they can have something legit. And that's a lot of stuff we talk about, like, yeah, you know, it's legit money now. Like, they can't really do nothing, you know. Like, yeah, in some of his songs he talk about, like, yeah, FBI's and, you know, investigating us, but they can't really do nothing because this is all legit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing illegal, no. It ain't nothing illegal. If there ever was something illegal, it ain't nothing illegal now. So, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the whole thing with that. And, you know, he really represented for the time right now. And I think he was the one that was on top of it, you know. And it's sad to see that happen. I feel the community was affected like that. Like you said, like, nigga, everybody fuck with Nip, you know what I mean, regardless if you was from an enemy hood or if you was just his music that hit you, because that's what everybody was on. That's what everybody on. Everybody trying to grind, everybody trying to build their own. And that's why he got the respect that he got, because, he did it the way he did it, and that's something that everybody can recognize. Everybody like, I mean, like a lot of his songs, like I'm saying, like you just go back to his song, he tell you like, yeah, nigga, if I grew up over there, I'd probably be from over there, but nigga, I grew up right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, what you expect? You can't get mad at me because I grew up over here, and now I'm over here. But nigga, I'm trying to get to the top too. So, and that was the whole thing. Everybody understood that, regardless of your affiliation. So everybody can resonate with that. You know what I mean? Like you can go back like Dub C. Niggas fuck with Dub C, but he was a real nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's from 111, so you know what I mean, or you know what I'm saying, alleged, but that's the area he grew up in. So, like that's what I'm saying. But niggas fuck with Dub C on that level. You can, and there's other niggas from other hoods, all like game. You know what I'm saying? You can go down the line to even people older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how it was. Once they got to a certain level, it's like okay, it's business time. You know what I mean? Like yeah, and. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's really what personified the gang culture out here anyway, because when it got started, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And like you saying, like a lot of stuff that was going on, like afterwards up at his plaza.
Yeah.
They trying to say like, oh, it's some gang stuff going on. Nah, that was the cops. The cops came in there and tried to make stuff happen. Like you were saying, like nigga, what's the name? And then was up there. Who you said was up there?
YG.
YG, yeah.
Yeah.
They blood.
It was a lot of bloods up there.
So that, like I said, they was up there. They was showing their respect, and they even tied the blue and red rag together. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's back in the day they did a truce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that represent. Like it's love, it's unity. And I think that's why the cops probably did what they did, and they tried to make like it was gang activity. But really, it was everybody was coming to pay homage and show respect, and so they came in and tried to break it up. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, maybe I ain't gonna say like it's a conspiracy, but understanding that is the law. So they like, oh, okay, all these gangs and this type of stuff, they probably want to be on top of it and make sure they controlling the situation versus letting them control what was going on. So I think, when you look at it from a political aspect. Not saying that they should have came over there and just try to regulate and put the smash down, but at the same time, that's government, so they thinking governmental, they thinking control, so they like we can't let them feel like they can come and unify and control the situation.
Yeah, because they don't want that. Like every time you're looking at something, you see they always trying to push for it to be like it's gang related and stuff, but that's why Nipsey people even came in and was just like, no, this don't have nothing to do with no gang. It was something personal they knew. So, because I said if it was, man, the summer, summer was about to be
and
crazy.
That's what I said, because when it first happened, that's what I said, because you didn't know.
Yeah.
But I just knew because of the situation, how it happened, I knew the area. You know what I mean? I'd have been up to the store, so I know going up in the store, like, nigga, ain't nobody just walking up and they don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Nipsey there, like.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I knew it had to be more to the story. It had to be more inside than anything. And it come out. That's what it was, And it's like I said, it's a system that's already set in place. So. You got to understand that too. So that's what I'm saying. As things progress and go a little bit further, more stuff will come out. It's going to be more clear. You really got to stick. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was telling somebody, like, well, you got to hear what the streets are saying. You got to hear what the people that's close to Nip is saying, because that's where the truth is going to really come. A lot of this media and stuff is going to get twisted. Like you were saying, you heard, like, the radio stations, like I think you said you heard Charlemagne saying like, oh, they over there tearing up.
Yeah, the LA streets, they tearing it up and all that. But I'm sitting there like, that's crazy. Like how he gonna say and put something like that, and he not even like nigga, you all the way in New York. Like just because when old boys on the run, they did get two of his family members, but that's like it's something bad to say, like, cause that messed up, cause they ain't had nothing to do with it, and they gone. But if it was enemies, it would have been way worse than just two people. It would have been war. It would have been like
Oh, so
Iraq
they
or
got two
something
of
out
his.
here.
They got two
Yeah,
of his people.
they got two of his people.
Oh, I didn't
Like
know
the
that.
next
See.
like the next day.
But yeah, well,
And
definitely.
they live in the area too. And they seen him come out of the liquor store. They got him. I don't know what the other person was. But they said it was two. And then they supposed to have shot up the girlfriend house.
What? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We knew that was gonna. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we already knew that was.
Yeah, that's the part of that. That's the part of
yeah,
that life.
that lifestyle.
Yeah. So and that's what I'm saying. Like we didn't know if it was really outside or if it was really inside. And that's the only thing where I was saying, well, damn, well, if it's not inside, these streets about to get vicious because they about to go on. They about to just, you know what I'm saying? They about to go on one, and you know what I mean. You know, and it's no degrading Nipsey. That's just gang culture. You know what I'm saying? And like to a extent to where it's just like being bullied or being punked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can't let nobody punk you because then, you know what I'm saying? So that's like that gang mentality in that sense. Like, okay, y'all came and not only just got one of our members, but you know what I mean, you got the, you know what I'm saying, I can say right now is, you know what I mean, one of the biggest people from their hood, you know what I'm saying? Not saying far as, you know what I mean, um, repped, but he is reputable from the area, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I ain't saying he the biggest rep from the area, but he is one of the reputable ones. And then according to what he been doing and how he doing and how he moving and what he do for his community, you can probably say, you know what I'm saying, he's one of the biggest ones. You know what I mean? Of course we know there's other people that's probably bigger and doing big things also. I'm not just relegating to Nip, but you know, he was a face. He was a face that was out there, and that took it to another level. So that's why I say him being the biggest, or you know what I mean, being that reputable for his set and his community and stuff like that, because you know what I mean, everybody know Nip, you know what I'm saying? So like that was the whole thing, like really, like that's all I was worried. Like, damn, well, if it really was something outside, then damn, yeah, it's about to be real crazy around here because they about to go hit everybody.
Yeah.
If they don't know who it was, because at first, you know, it was just like you said, it was just hours into it. So you like, damn, okay, they don't know who it is, like. So yeah, if they don't know who it is, they about to hit all their enemies. You know what I'm saying? And it's about to just be something vicious. But like I said, I felt it was more inside than it was. So like you saying, it was addressed to the inside. It was addressed to that individual. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully it don't escalate no further than that. But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. You got everybody not, that's what I'm saying, everybody not in the mentality that Nip was in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as business wise, you gotta understand it's a different mentality. Like, you know what I mean? When you in the streets, when you in the streets and when you a part of gang life, and what I mean by part of gang, because a lot of people get put on and they ain't really putting in, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, reputable, but when you really live that life and when you really out there involved in what that life is really surrounds, then you know those type of people really do things for their culture or for their set, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. So like that's what I'm saying. Those people, they ain't really on the mind frame that Nipsey is trying to build a black culture, for lack of a better word, black culture, and stuff like that, you know. So that's what I was worried about. I was like, damn, well, if it ain't inside, then the streets about to be wicked, you know.
Yeah. Now we just talking about it at work. I said, yeah. I was like, man, this like enemies. I was like, man, this about to be crazy. Somebody already said they had put out something and said it was gonna be like they was getting niggas from, they about to get niggas from all the way from Inglewood to Carson.
Yeah.
But when people heard that, they was like, why yeah, but you know, 'cause that's all the bloods.
Right.
Said, But then I just got information about the last tweet he put out when he said, it's a blessing to have strong enemies. That because he ran into, he was like a reputable person from one of the blood gangs in Inglewood. And they said, I guess him and Nip used to get into when they was locked up together. But, like, they was cool. He ended up eating, like, they was at a restaurant. I want to say, was it that Saturday or Friday? It was something like that weekend. And, I guess bro had to pass Nip to go to where he had to go sit. And I guess he had to tap him or whatever. So they said he tapped him. Bro was like on high alert. Like he did, what's name, has guard up and look. But then he like, shook bro hand, talked to him and said, oh, yeah, I was waiting to like run into you. I've been meaning to like talk to you and like let's go over here and talk. And they went and sat in the booth. And he was telling them about what he had going on with the police about the gang. What's his name? He said, old boy is well respected on the other side. So he said, yeah, I need you. Because you could get them, you got their ear and stuff, so they took the picture, but like with them shaking hands and stuff, but Nip didn't want to put it out right then. He was waiting till he had the meeting and all that, then he was going to put it out. So that way everybody was trying to read into when he was like, oh, it's a blessing to have strong enemies.
Right.
But that what that tweet was.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, like my boy was saying.
No.
My boy was saying too, like, yeah, like, if you follow Nip, you know what I'm saying, if you're not into like the mental capacity that he own, like far as the literature that he's into and stuff like that, like a lot of stuff that he do will go over your head because it's like he it's kind of like coded, like you saying. He said, like, yeah, he put out the tweet. And then later on, you would have got the message on what he was talking about. And then now you would have seen that he was talking about, like, yeah, I got strong enemies in the sense of this is somebody that I used to get in with. I used to get into it with, thumping them or whatever the case may be. And now, we able to come together and unify.
Yeah, and trying to stop all because even the dude, he just put out the tweet. That's how everybody, what's his name? He
really
put out a message.
What he was saying.
And he said he was talking about me. And we met, and he said, yeah, I was on, they were probably linked up, but Nipsey didn't get to go to the studio or something that night. And he told him, like, well, they showed the tape. He said, well, we just link up, I think he told him Monday. Yeah, so he supposed to meet him. I guess he probably going to take him with him to go, talk to the chief and all that stuff to get this gang stuff.
Yeah, trying to unify, get it under wraps, you know what I'm saying? Trying to change the culture, push the culture forward.
Yeah.
Like he said, his music, yeah, third, what he say?
Third generation gang bangers.
Yeah.
And live long enough to see it change.
Yeah, exactly.
He said something like that. I don't want to misquote him, but
yeah,
it's
exactly.
something along them lines.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You see where his mentality was, where he was on. And that's what I'm just saying, like, when it comes to Nipsey, like, yeah, if you follow him, and if you don't follow really the content as far as on the literature that he into and the things that he feed his mind, then a lot of stuff you might miss. You know what I'm saying? Thinking it's just a cliche quote or something like that, but it really has some content. It really has something backing it up. Like, far as like the concepts that he followed, far as business and leveling up and stuff like that. It's information out there that everybody can use and apply to their life. And it's just that you gotta pay attention to what's being said, and you gotta go and find that information and use it.
Yeah. Then I had a thought, but it escaped my mind. He's gonna probably come back to me.
Red Cups.
Yeah, all day. Y'all know what it is. But what was your feeling when you heard the news? Like,
when I heard the news, like I said, like I wasn't shocked. But I was off guard because, like I said, I thought, if somebody was gonna take Nip out, they would have been and done.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing with me. I know, you know what I mean, I know his past, his lifestyle. I know, you know what I mean, the gang culture in LA and the you know what I mean, the hood that he from, you know what I'm saying? Me growing up from
Yeah, everybody know
yeah.
how they.
So that's what I'm saying. Me growing up in the area where, you know what I'm saying, the people that I grew up with is more so like they worst enemies.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, knowing that he ain't got touched, you know what I mean, all this time, it's like I don't see how somebody just pull up right then and there in this situation. You know what I mean? Not saying that nobody from his enemy hoods, if they had an opportunity, that they wouldn't take it. I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying.
But you can tell because like Nipsey, he move around out here. He when they was doing that Trayvon Martin protest out here, bro was sitting on Slauson in his car in front. I mean, not even in the parking lot. He had it on the street,
Yeah.
and he just sitting in his car. Now he got arrested that night. The police came in and arrested him just for no reason, talking about he started with me, but he was sitting in his car. And because the protest went, see, yeah, like if y'all go back and think about it, when they was doing the Trayvon Martin protest, they was coming up, they was coming from almost like where Baldwin Hills Mall is, the plaza. They were walking up that way, walking up to, I think, Slauson and Crenshaw. Or I don't know, they walked down Slauson. It was something like that, but Nipsey was out there. I remember on the news in his car, and they arrested Nipsey for that. But Nipsey was like, I ain't even doing nothing. I'm just sitting here chilling. He was just trying to make sure it stayed peaceful. That's what he was saying too. Like, yeah, I'm making sure it don't get out of hand. It did end up getting out of hand.
Right.
But he was like, yeah, I'm here with him. But they arrested him. They took him to jail.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when it come down to, you know what I mean, the government, and what I mean by government, it just means governing your city or governing your, you know what I mean, your jurisdiction more so per se. Governing jurisdiction, knowing that the authorities is the one that's the authoritative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's more so.
And
But you know, also it has something to do with the gang and being who he was. Of course, you know what I'm saying. So like he said, like yeah, they try to come get them, find what they can get. Like
and he can't. And he's something that they don't want to see. He a black man progressing and trying to. He promoting change.
Right.
He's showing these people like, yeah, you could like live that life that wasn't there, but you can change and live. And you don't gotta be a rapper. You can do any other profession and come back and succeed. We just don't want to put out like you gotta go to entertainment. So that's why he did he got a little technology school out there. He's saying like, yeah, I'm trying to, cause he said that's where it's going. So he said I'm trying to put the inner youth
in that
out here on, so we can have a one up too. Like y'all can come in here and learn how to do this. Y'all can create apps and all that. So y'all can be in this tech world now. That's where everything is tech. It's technology now. It's ran by technology.
Tech savvy nowadays. Yeah. You gotta get your savvy up in your tech.
But see, a lot of people ain't even talking about that. He was doing a little stem cell research. That was like in the same building. I don't know where this building is, but they were talking about how different floors was different stuff. Like, and I know one of his songs he just said he bought some. I don't know. He said I ain't not a billion because I know he not worth a billion.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He said $1 million. Like they cracked the ground or something. It was some project he had going.
Well, yeah.
On.
They get the money for that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the bank's for when they do like they ain't like he gonna use his own money, but they gonna go. They gotta go to the bank and you know what I mean, get the money, grants and all that type of stuff. That's you know what I mean. That's why the lawyers and you got people that do that he dealing with. That's what I'm saying. Like he level up. Like he said. Like yeah, nigga, you know what I mean. He moving with motherfuckers that's moving, like he said, like you listen to his music. I was gonna tell you, go back to his music, let you know.
See
he had to make his circle small. He can't run like
he said, yeah, I got it's on the victory lap. I think it's double up.
Yeah.
He just said he said he got more money. Something I bought gold, but he said my circle got smaller because everybody can't go.
Yeah. Because if you ain't trying to move if you ain't like you can't be on the team and you ain't putting nothing, if you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You know what I'm saying? That's like a whole perception. That's the whole perception of the mastermind. Like you can't. We got to be having the same goals. We got to be moving in the same direction. We got to be working towards the same goals. So like that's the whole thing. Like yeah, he was, but it's like I seen the interview and he was just talking. He was just saying like, yeah, you know, I have to, you know what I mean, like. Yeah, I'm putting people on. Like, I'm helping motherfuckers, you know what I mean, level up, step up, and, okay, you want to do this? Okay, well, what you bringing to the table? Like, what's your work ethic? You can't just think that because you my boy, I'm going to put you on, and then...
Are you coming with me just for this
you
ride?
going to blow up. Like,
yeah.
Bro, I need you to come and put in some work. I need you to have the same ambition I got and go out here and make connections and put your stamp in. Like, yeah, if you're a dope rapper, okay, you rapping, okay, I can put you in, I can put you on some of my songs. You know what I mean? You can hit the studio with me, but then at the same time, you got to be networking and trying to make something. You got to be trying to get just as big as I am. You know what I mean? Doing what you gonna do.
Yeah, that old saying said, you lead the horse to the well, but you can't make him drink.
Exactly, and that's one of the quotes that he used too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you said, like yeah, you know what I mean? Like I can, you know what I mean? Like yeah, I didn't pave the way, so like yeah, it's a way, but bro, you gotta still put that work in. You can't just think just because you going with me, you gonna make it. You know? And that was the whole thing. Like yeah, like he said, like yeah, the people that's with me right now on my team, and that's really like they really dedicated and devoted to making the move or whatever their job is. They really in on that. And like he was saying, like yeah, now it's bigger than rap now. So it ain't saying that it ain't a space for you. You know what I mean? But we got other things that we doing too. So if that's more you can get in on that realm and put your work in and go grind and go pull some opportunities for us to make something happen on those levels too. And you know what I mean, that was a big thing too with that. You know?
Yeah.
Because like he was saying, like how he was like I seen it like before I even knew who he was. Other people knew who he was. I already knew like far as rapping and stuff. I didn't really know who he was at the time, but like you said, like I used to see, like we was driving in that area, and like you said, that nigga was out there enrolled in his BMW at the time. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh yeah, and people I was with, they were like, oh, that's Nip right there. And we was right there on Krishan Slauson. And he was, you know what I mean, bending the corner. And he was like, yeah, like, oh yeah, that's him. Like, yeah, whatever the conversation was that it was in the car was the car, but they pointed out like, oh yeah, that's Nip. Like, yeah, that's him right there, whatever. And I'm like, okay, Nipsey, who is this? You know what I mean? But a little bit after that,
and then you just was banging all his stuff.
But I'm saying, like, not even at that time, no, not even.
Nah, but I know at that time, but
this is way before. Like I'm saying, like I said, I didn't know who this. I probably didn't start listening. Like when that situation happened, I probably didn't start listening to Nipsey until, you know what I'm saying, maybe 2-3 years later.
Nah, but because when
I'm saying, when I'm talking about,
when we were playing them, that was just.
I'm saying this was early. This was early in his career.
That one, but the mixtape we played, that was his first stuff he put out, like the Bullets Have No Names.
What I'm talking about,
that's what we was begging, like when you was.
But what I'm talking about was like early 2000s, bro.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. This is before he even like took off like that. He was probably local, like making moves or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But
like how early though? Because me and brother, he like a year older than me, but we the same age right now.
This is when Solo still had the Monte Carlo.
What the
other
blue one?
The blue one. He had the blue and gray when he painted it blue and gray.
The old school one, not the one.
Yeah, the old school one.
Oh, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is before I even, like I said, before I knew who he was. Before, you know what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
now he was out there just selling his mixtapes out.
Maybe.
Probably outside the truck.
Maybe. But that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, he was already in. You know, he was already.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know how we got them mixtapes. Where we get them mixtapes from?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but at the same time, Big A ran into the nigga. The nigga, like this is like you said when he was pumping his CDs.
Yeah.
He hit Big
A.
A.
We had a few of them.
And that's when Big A. This is before I was even in trucking and all that. Big A was already out there. He already had his own truck. He was already doing his thing, and he ran into Nip, and he was chopping up with Nip. Cause he, you know, what I mean, he used to go over there and get T-shirts and stuff like that, and then Nip and like I guess Nip was coming up, and like he had a conversation with him, like yeah, like yo, okay, well you know what, like nigga, I got my own truck, and Nip, he was like yeah, like Nip was talking like on some like yeah, nigga, I can. He's like nigga, I can promote you on my truck, like you know what I mean, we can go get my like get your promotions, you know what I mean, splattered on my truck or something.
Yeah.
You know, he's like yeah, I'm driving across country,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So like they had some kind of conversation like that too. But that's what I'm saying. This is early. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I mean. Like this is before, but
And that was great. I was just
I
telling
think that's around the time that maybe I started listening or you know what I mean, listening and getting into this Snip or whatever. And like I said, like yeah, because his early music, he was you know what I'm saying, he was real more so gang banging.
Yeah,
early.
when he first came out, that was when they first put him on BET. Was that Hustle in the House, whatever? And that how he was banging on there. I was like, ooh, that was saying in there, like, oh, bro, he ain't care. He putting it on for him. Cause he was going hard in the paint.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. He's early.
Well, he said something. What he say? Never heard I rap that and bro's going in.
Yeah, he was put. That's what I'm saying. His early music, he was really like, you know, what I mean, you know that he was still in the streets. He was still fully connected to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. But like as he progressed, yeah, he still pressing, but his music got more content.
So that's great. That was the first time that I heard about that with Big A, because we just talking about like the six degrees of separation at work. And and I was telling one of my coworkers, I was like, yeah, I was telling one of my coworkers about like that's crazy, like how like every time I used to hear about the six degrees of separation, I ain't really believe it. I was like, yeah, I don't know, because certain people, like, I don't know nobody that been, what's his name, but I was telling them, like, you know, because how he worked with RJ before he really got on and all that.
Right.
And then I said, man, he worked with Nipsey, I don't know how many times and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I said, that's like, you know, 6 degrees of separation and stuff. And all that. But then he told me Big A sit there and had conversations and stuff with him and stuff. I said, yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, that was what I was just thinking about when you said it. I said, man, that's crazy. I was just talking about 6 degrees of separation. And you know, that's six people to connect you to one person. Yeah. But they said that how the population is lesser than that now. It's lesser than 6. So I said, that's just 2 people that we talking about right now that, you know, that connect, that we have a connection to Nick to.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I think, so like he always, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where he always at. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's how I knew it was, that's how I just knew it was inside, because he been moving around this long, that long, doing this and that.
And like I haven't been up to the store. Obviously, I wanted to go, but I passed through there plenty of time. Like always, like a few weeks even before this happened, like I went and passed through there. Like yeah, cause I said that corner, that spot, like, and you live out here, you gonna pass that store numerous of times, especially when and that's crazy, cause I played flag football down the street from over there, off of Van Ness, the Van Ness Park. That's right down the street from there. My boy grandma lived right there across the street from the park. So like yeah, like we always used to like pass through there. I mean, when everybody was telling me about the store, like where the store at? Everybody was trying to tell me. I said, I don't know where the store is. And they kept on. Then when I passed it, they were like, oh, and then I seen it. I said, oh, the store right there. Because, you know, like, we always pass, like, you pass through there. If you live out here, you gonna pass that shop. Regardless. You gonna pass it.
Yep. You know, they got the fire barbecue spot right there.
Yeah.
That's how I know the area like that. Because that's like probably the
That
first place.
that Woody's right there.
Yeah, that was probably like
yeah.
the first place I ever really hit, like over there, just really just, you know what I mean, being in the area like
But it's great. I ain't gonna have that many Woodies. There's Woodies all over
oh
the
yeah,
place.
oh yeah, Woolies the shit. Oh yeah, come on now. You know what I mean? That's like a LA joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real. You ain't getting out of that barbecue out from now, boy. You know what I'm saying? Ooh-wee. Yeah, Woody's fire though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shouts out. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the Woodies.
Yeah, it's just crazy too. Like now, everything that he had a part his hand in, everything getting sold out. That's it's just crazy that it got to take to this point for that to happen. That should have been happening while bro was still here anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's speed up, but you know that's just how things work.
Yeah. They say you worth more dead than you are alive.
Yeah, that. But at the same time, though, you got to look at it like people. You know what I mean? It's tragic.
Yeah. The people is really
Just let alone that's just like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Once when he passed, of course, everybody now everybody because it's on your mental. Everybody in that mind frame.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. I know for LA, I can't speak for like other cities. You know what I'm saying? Because of course he probably not as big in other areas, but he definitely is big.
Oh, you talking about Nip?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh no, right now.
No, I'm saying. Let me clarify what I'm trying to say. LA, yeah, everybody in LA, like you was saying, like it just LA feel it. You know what I'm saying? So
no, yeah, because it's quiet. Like, and you see now, like, what's that? Every turn, every corner you turn, any car that pass you, that's all everybody is playing. It's nothing but Nip. Nip is getting bumped everywhere. But how can you say you can feel the impact? It's more than just here because you look at your social networks, like Dave East. Shit, what this something happened? Dave East did a little kind of like visual out there in New York. And
yeah,
then,
I seen that. But you know, that's his little homie. Though,
yeah,
so,
but not just that. Detroit just did one somewhere when they lit up they skyline like it was red at first, and then they start playing Dedication, and they played Dedication. Then the red turned to blue, and it was a lot of people out there. That's Detroit, but I said you seeing like that because it's social network. You can see how it is. Like I said, when we're having the pop, we
Shouts
don't.
out to Detroit. Detroit, hey, Detroit, they show love. I had a ball in Detroit.
Yeah.
I love Detroit. Shouts out to Detroit. Shouts out to Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? He'll be lying about Detroit. Detroit is the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
West Side.
Yeah, Detroit is the shit. I love, you know.
Yeah, I'm about to
I
see.
ain't gonna speak on it, but
I'm about to see how New York is. You know, in a couple of months, I'm about to go touch down in New York.
Oh yeah, shouts out to New York. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go see how it is.
New York, cool. I mean, just the just the history of New York. It just, you know what I mean. I've always felt like I was. You know, I mean, New York was the area for me. You know what I'm saying?
People always ask me like if I couldn't live out here in LA, where else would I always say New York?
Yeah, but you know, after going out there experiencing, and I mean, yeah, like New York, cool. You know what I mean? They females is, you know what I mean? They females is solid. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's a little. I think it's the accent or something. I don't know. They be, you know what I mean?
You can turn it too. Like I want to tell you, you can turn it. You can put it back so you can sit back too.
Oh, I'm good.
No, turn it towards your.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro.
You can slide it closer too, though.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just trying to
hit the hookah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hookah popping. You already know. I'm trying to get my coals together. I'm trying to get my hookah.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. It's Red Cup.
Yeah,
we do it all. Cups, hookah, right? We getting it in.
Yeah, you know, I have to come. You know, I mean, I see you did your thing the other day.
Yeah.
So I like, man, you know, yeah, you was by yourself. You know what I mean? That's rare. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's what I said. You know how to do it.
Yeah.
It was on my mind at work. I said, yeah, I haven't done one in a minute. And it's crazy. I did I was talking to somebody on Instagram on their live. And I didn't even know this person, like, listened to the podcast. But, like, it's like two separate conversations she kept on asking, like, oh, when you going to put another podcast out? Like, what's that? I said, that shit threw me. Like, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I said, I didn't even know that she listened to it.
Yeah. But this is, I mean, this is a good one to start back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, showing love. You know what I mean, not just to Nip, but to the city. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just knowing that everybody, all the rappers from the city, now, you know what I'm saying, they gotta be the ones to step up now, and you know what I mean, and keep on pushing the culture where it's going, keep on pushing that movement. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that they wasn't already on it, but just saying like we, you know what I mean, definitely can't let that movement be affected. You know what I'm saying?
They can't stop.
Yeah.
They gotta keep going.
Can't let it be affected because they, you know what I'm saying, Nip got taken out. You know what I'm saying? As a culture. Yeah, and that's one thing I wanted to say too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Nip is he was on like that's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't just talking about it. He was actually making moves on the culture, and that's what I'm saying. That's how you know he was really connected. Cause like when it comes to like speaking about the culture, building our own nation, really funding ourselves, having our money cycle in our own communities, within our own people, more than it's been cycling. We like, you know what I mean, when it comes to a nation of people, we're definitely at the bottom at recycle or at generating our own black dollars through within our culture. You know what I mean? You know, if you into that type of information, you know what I mean, you can like you can tune into like a Dr. Claude Anderson. He's big up on that. He actually was in the government. He's actually a part of I think, I don't want to say Congress, but he up there like that. He did work in those areas and stuff like that. But that's what he always pushed. Something like I don't know if you're not familiar, you need to go back and tap into Marcus Garvey and Marcus Garvey movement and how Marcus Garvey was trying to cultivate our culture in far as our own money, as far as us building our own things and stuff like that. Like that's really, you know what I mean, that's really like one of the fundamental principles in that idea or in that concept. You know, it can go further back than Marcus Garvey, but I think Marcus Garvey was something like Nipsey really, you know what I mean, put his foot down and just went ahead and just, you know, did it. You know what I'm saying? Really went and put his money where his mouth was and was putting the money up and was funding and trying to build these things. Unfortunately, of course, his organizations were infiltrated, and you know, as you know, what I mean, you know, as secret information or secret documents, government documents had to become public domain. Then the truth come out that okay, yeah, they had informants, and then you understand the government was kind of involved in it too and stuff like that. And from the inside, they tore his whole organization down. But also just understanding from a culture perspective, all, you know what I mean, any black organization or, you know what I mean, any black society.
Hold up, because I gotta see if it got all this shit can something happen. I see it wasn't like the shit meters down here jumping, but I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
Other thing, I hope it.
Ain't nothing we could redo a lot of that stuff that I was talking about, because a lot of that stuff, that's just basic conversation for me. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's just normal
That's crazy.
conversation.
I don't even hear nothing. Nah, yeah, but we can get still up the video, so.
Yeah, you can put the video up. Damn, when I come on, yeah. That nigga, he get me, hold on, let me get my girl. She told me, you know, she can be like, nigga, what's that man? Listen, baby.
Nothing.
Man, we got nothing on?
No, but it was recorded and
What's
stuff.
going on, babe?
Dang. Man, we got some jewels up on there.
You finished braiding? I said you finished braiding? Yeah, no, I was over here recording with my brother his little podcast and whatnot. Yeah. He's fucking up. I don't think he recorded nothing.
No, it what's name? But I said it's crazy that I don't hear nothing.
We was having a good podcast too. He ain't got nothing. Damn. Yeah, we can get you on the podcast. You can come talk about keto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy, Wayne.
We ain't got nothing.
But the stuff would jump and stop right up. Let me see something. I was trying to put this gate on, and I don't know when he tried to put that gate on, fucked it up.
Man,
Yeah, I don't hear
who's
nothing.
going in?
Oh, don't tell me that. I know I just hit play, it start back, but I don't hear nothing, man.
I guess we gotta start over.
Wait up, hold on. Oh,
Baby. What noise? I'm doing a podcast, baby. What you doing?
yeah, well, I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
doing a podcast, baby. Man,
You know, the meter is nothing, it's not jumping.
I'm smoking hookah, baby.
Check me out.
Huh?
I ain't trying to undo. That's the next.
My brother, he got a new hookah. It's vanilla. Yeah. I ain't break it. He broke it. Shit. I like the other hookah better too. All right, baby boo. I'll hit you back. Try to get this podcast going again. All right. Damn, we ain't got nothing.
There ain't nothing playing. It's just quiet. But it was hitting like it was reading like it was recording. It was recording. I don't know what happened. There's nothing.
Hopefully you ain't got it on the right setting. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to.
Hopefully it's something on there. Do the whole thing over. Oh man.
That's crazy though, cause it normally start. Because cause even if I start from the beginning, even if it wasn't there when I ordered with that thing, it should still picked up the stuff in the beginning. But when I press play, that shit ain't
Is everything connected with
yeah.
it?
Cause it's hidden, everything wasn't on. Ain't nothing music, everything is on. Everything. That's crazy. I want to try to close this next console, but I can't.
Do the video. The video you got the video though, right?
Yeah, it still wasn't on
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, yeah. You just put a video on out there.
Yeah, they're probably gonna listen, but I'm still trying to bounce it. Probably when I bounce it, it might come back. But it's great. I can't hit play.
Okay. Dreadlock Rasta.
Rasta boy.
Where you at?
What's up, nigga?
Shit, where you at?
Down the street. I'm over here at the nigga emo shit. What you need to clean up?
Yeah, I need a trim, bro.
Oh, I got you. I did tool my shit up too. I got you.
I'm looking rough, bro.
How long you gonna be right there?
I'm trying to get back sexy. I'm trying to bring sexy back. You feel me?
How long you gonna be right there? Pull up on you.
I'm chilling right now. I don't know, man. You know, this shit is Friday, nigga.
I'm gonna pull up. I got some numbers and shit, though. I'm gonna pull up and pick you up.
It's like an hour or two.
Nah, pull up. Like 20 minutes.
All right.
Alright.
I still probably record. We just still talk on there. I probably just have to throw the video up.
Yeah, just throw the video up. It's all good.
I just saved it right now, and then we listening, but
You get a visual.
yeah, cause I don't know this shit ain't it. I don't know what made it stop though.
I'm just saying that's good. You know what I mean? We have to. That was good content. You know what I'm saying? That was a good one.
Hold on, let me pause that real quick. Sorry, we got me some editing. I'm still trying to bounce that out, look. But I just seen as we was looking, and I'm looking, the shit wasn't with him, but the mics and shit. But instead of supposed to be recording, it wasn't recording. I don't know what happened.